I don't know. YouTube has changed something. Got it. Mm. Let's see. All righty. YouTube has changed something. So, but some of the changes I see are good ones because it only allows people who are subscribers and who have been a subscriber for 24 hours to send messages. So hopefully that bullshit that was happening in the other live where people were coming and being racist and just spamming with racist stuff, hopefully that won't be a problem now because only people who can comment is subscribers. So hopefully that is good and they can't just come and be a subscriber. I mean, and just click it just to be racist. But yeah, yesterday, last live, last Friday, people just kept coming in spamming with racist, like weird stuff, like saying the N word and all N word must die or all N words must, they just kept being extra. And so, yeah, and it was like super bad last Friday. Somebody come in and troll a little bit, but last Friday it was like super bad where they were just Brandon was blocking and blocking and blocking and blocking. It was really stupid and annoying. So they have changed something. They have changed something to where we can avoid that. Hopefully. Hey everybody. Hey Android. Hey Lovely. Coco JP. Deshaun, Brandon, Joel. So they when I tried to start my live this time, they gave me a lot more options. It was kind of weird. And then one of the options is you can let anybody talk or you can only let subscribers talk and they have to be subscribers for a certain amount of time. So it's not like they can just click subscribe and be racist. They have to be, and I put it to where they had to be for 24 hours. So even if they come find the live, you still can't comment because you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. And by then, honey, I'll be done. Y'all see my little waves coming in. I'm trying to do the 360, but they going slow because I got this old, you know, beautiful West African hair. Mm. They coming in back here though, but honey, the top is like taking forever to get the 360, baby. Um, I'm a hetero cis whatever chick, but I've been following you since I was 17. Yay, I'm 30 now. I think you're super cool. Oh, thank you, Erica. I appreciate it. We love hetero cis people here that are not homophobic and transphobic. We love y'all when y'all are, you know, nice, thoughtful allies. I appreciate you. Hey, Royal, how are you? Can you put settings in place where you aren't able to type words you don't want used during a live? Yes, that was already the norm. They already had that option, but it just seems like I don't know what was happening. I don't They may have been spelling it different. They may have been I think they were putting spaces in between the Nigger. I think they were putting spaces so the computer couldn't clock that they were saying the N word. because I do have. You can't say FAG. You can't. You know the typical words. You can't say the typical words that are pejorative. And so I have them already in there. But I think the way they were spelling it and or the way they were typing it, it was not getting clocked. Those people work hard to be hateful. You know, I cannot judge. I have been a troll before. Not a racist troll, but just trolling people just for the fun of it. So sometimes you're just bored. And I've been there, and I actually was a part of a whole group of people that just do it for fun to go troll the straight people. So, I can't, it's just my time this time. And I'm not triggered by I'm not triggered by words like the N word and the F bomb, and you act calling me a man, and girl, I'm a child. I'm a grown person. That little bullshit on the internet don't make me feel no kind of way. It's actually kind of funny. It's kind of corny. And like this is what you spending your time to do. Okay. I really would think you should spend it doing it to somebody who that matters to. It don't matter to me. I would be like, child, y'all are bored. It was annoying because they just kept repeating it. It's not the saying it, it's repeating it to where I can't see what other people are discussing and ignore you. You're just filling up the whole chat with it. That's the annoying part, not that you're using the N word. Ooh, the N word. You shaking the table. Ooh, you pulled that one out of the originality bag. Oh, yeah, it doesn't affect the dolly. Make sure y'all thumbs up. Um, just being a little disruptive, little bitches. Yes, little bitches, honey. Mm. Simple, pretty little orange, peachy Milani lip gloss. Because people always ask me if I have on anything. Yeah, at least be creative. Yeah, I like, if you gonna read, honey, I like a good read. It ain't, when a bitch is reading and it's cute, I'm like, yes, bitch, you wore that out. I'm a cackle, but calling me a man and N word or F word, boy, this thing, honey, girl, child, that girl, that's like trying to cut me with a butter knife, child. You're gonna have a hard time trying to cut me with a spatula. that is that has no power here, honey. Has anyone got the new Fenty fragrance yet? Bitch, didn't she sell out? She sold out so fast, couldn't even try nothing. Honey, sell out so fast. Sell out so fast. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to get some because it's Rihanna, and I like to support my capitalistic black queens. But she sold out super fast. But everything I like of hers, if I want it, it's gonna sell out. I kind of take it as a compliment, like maybe my taste are in vogue, but it's never something that I don't like. Never, never something that I don't like that doesn't go. I'm laughing. I was this girl. Let me tell y'all what happened. So this girl posted a screenshot of her not her sister-in-law, but basically her boyfriend, her brother's girlfriend. And this is the message. So the girlfriend, her brother's girlfriend, hits her up and says, "Hey, do you know where Jay is?" Jay is the brother. She says, "Do you know where Jay is?" The sister says, "Yeah, he's somewhere, but I don't know." And the girlfriend says, "You should know all the time. He's your brother. When he texts you, can you tell him to give me a call back and to return my call?" The sister responds, "Bitch, I don't know. I'm not his fucking mother. And I don't need to be knowing where the fuck he is at every second. That's your job. You're his bitch." Now, now the girlfriend, I feel like it's inappropriate for her to think that his sister is supposed to know where he's at all the time. So, bitch, you tripping. But in the comments, I said, "Oh, if I was the girlfriend, me and you would have had to square up because it's too many bitches in this text message for me." And you being real disrespectful. Yeah, yeah, I may be thinking, "Oh, yeah, you may not be his mother and shouldn't be knowing exactly where he's at, but I didn't call you any kind of bitches, and you just serving me all kinds of shit." Me and you would have square up, and he would have been like, "Why you with my sister over some fucking text messages?" "Cause I'm petty." "Cause I'm petty, and she gonna have to show me I'm a bitch. Since she wanna call me one, she gonna have to show me I'm a bitch. Cause she ain't gonna disrespect me, and I need to let her know for few if I'm gonna continue to be with you, that she can't disrespect me without getting them hands." I don't know what your sister thought, honey, but she ain't gonna call me too many bitches. Now your mama, she got a few more moments of grace. Just a few. But your sister, she can get knocked. Ah. If y'all are in, let me look 1 second. Yeah. If y'all are in San Francisco on August the 29th and you are free in the daytime, we will be having a daytime party. The transgender district is excited to host the riot party uh in the Tenderloin, the neighborhood. They're going to have a block party there full of trans, non-binary, queer performers, musicians, drag artists, and DJs. In addition to the black party, it's going to be a food truck pit. It's going to be local restaurants, beer, wine, cotton candy, and more. It is to celebrate the 55th anniversary of the Compton cafeteria riots. It's like a super, super huge milestone where people don't. We love to talk about Stonewall a lot because because it happened in New York, and New York is a big city in America, and moments in New York really get a lot of features because of the privilege of it being a metropolitan city. Um, this riot actually happened before Stonewall, like 5 years before Stonewall. I mean, 4 years before Stonewall, and so it doesn't get as much justice as Stonewall did. But it happened in San Francisco at the Compton cafeteria riots. Make sure y'all look at that up. Look at what happened. There are tons of resources for you to understand your history if you are a queer person. And I know a lot of people think in the past, I know a lot of people like to say, "Oh, we not our ancestors, and we not from back in the day." There was some ancestors in queer folks in back in the day who was fighting. Some of them got killed. Some of them got locked up. Some of them got put in mental institutions. But some of them were fighting and bucking up against the system. They just weren't passive. So saying I'm not my ancestors is kind of disrespectful to some of those people who passed away fighting to get change made. So yes, so know your history, and the Compton cafeteria riots is a huge milestone. And we still have some people who recently just passed, like Felicia Flames, um, who were a part of that riot. So these things that happened, there are people who still alive who were living around this time. Um, but yes, they are having they're calling it the riot party. And yours truly will be the host of the event. They hired me to be the host. So I will be there. It is August the 29th, at 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. I will be there looking fly, doing my MC thing and having a wonderful time in San Francisco. If you are in the San Francisco area or don't have anything to do, and you want to come to the San Francisco area, come on through. Make sure you are vaccinated because you are required to be vaccinated and to show your vaccination card to get into the event. If you are not, we apologize. We just want to try to be as safe as possible, but still not be stuck in the house and have some enjoyable gathering moments of community. So if you are not vaccinated, keep your ass home. But yes, the party is going to be Sunday, August the 29th, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. in San Francisco. So I wanted to say that. I have posted the flyer on Marsha's Plate Podcast Instagram. Um okay, switch up, because I have some pet peeves that I want to talk about. This is not the subject of today. I don't have a subject of today, but we're just gonna random and we're gonna talk to y'all, and that's what it is. But one thing that annoys me is people who, and y'all tell me if y'all have this problem too. I feel like if you are not a part of my financial support system, like if I'm not comfortable with asking you for money, I don't feel like you should be comfortable asking me for money. And I say this because recently people have people who I know them. It's not like strangers. It's not like strangers asking for a donation. No, it's people who like I know, like I not personally, not like my homies, but I know them. We're associates that are coming to ask me for money, and I'm like, I would never be comfortable asking you for money because we don't know each other. Like we know each other. You get what I'm saying? Like we know each other, but we ain't been through shit to where you should be comfortable enough to ask me for money. I don't even know your birthday. Let me give you a perfect example. So let me go here. All right. So I have a homeboy named Courtney. Courtney, let me describe me and Courtney's relationship. So I met Courtney probably like 2006. I met Courtney probably like 2006. Somewhere online. You know, he is a piece of trade and just a well-mannered, nice piece of trade. Just super, super nice. Um in 2010, like we met in 2006, we talked online, but we never was in each other's vicinity, but we just talking. In 2006, he lived in LA and I was visiting LA, in 2010. Um he lived in LA. And so we met up just to hook up, have some fun between two adults. Um and session was love. He got a big old dick, he fine, da 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 da. Everything was right. Military dude, sickening. So we have a good little vibe. So from that point on, we just, like when you hook up with a dude and y'all, it just continues, it just makes the friendship cool. Like oh, we don't hooked up. We may flirt, may send some pictures. You know how, I don't know if y'all know, but that's how I be. If you hook up with somebody and it's a good time, Y'all continue to contact each other. Y'all continue to flirt. Y'all may exchange news every now and then. Have fun. If he in my city, we hook up again. If I'm in his city, we hook up again. Whatever, how it goes. It's just a very casual, platonic fun. Yeah, platonic fun. Not platonic. But sexual. Platonic, but sexual. Boom. So he has children. Now, I've met him when he didn't have children. And then now he has like two little girls. So we've gone through life. Like I said, I met him in 2006. So we have gone through life talking to each other, but we don't really know each other. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know your mama. We don't hang out. We don't hang out for holidays. We're just a hookup. We each other's side pieces. It is what it is. And so we don't ask each other for stuff. We don't da 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 da. But what makes this one particularly strange, so first, maybe like 5 years ago when we were going through the Trump Hillary debacle of an election, he started to be very Trump supporterish, which was, you a black dude, you into trans women. It started to be weird. It started to be like, what? And so I would see little statuses that he posts, but it would be very conservative views. Like, what? And so I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? So recently, maybe like, let me look at the time. This is February the 8th. So this is this. So recently I see him post some really anti-trans shit. Now, this is somebody who into trans women. So I'm like, what? And so I say, this seems new. When did you get anti-trans? And he posted, he sends me, y'all know they've been doing these videos where drag queens are reading to little kids. And then he sends me a screenshot of Alok. Y'all know Alok. Alok is that person. So I said, when did you get anti-trans? He said, just now. I'm praying for you. Please pray for me also. So this is very dismissive. This is me opening up a conversation, but his response to me is real dismissive, like, just now. Because I asked him, when did you get anti-trans? And he said, just now. I'm praying for you. Please pray for me. So to me, that kind of stance is like, oh, you in a deep end. We ain't even on no level to kind of go back and forth. And I say, okay. So I don't think so. When he sends me the thing about Alok, he sends me this quote of Alok's that is taken way out of context. So that makes Alok seem like a pedophile. And I know Alok, and he's not a pedophile. He makes points about children making their own decisions about their gender expression. And the way this crazy quote is almost like he's making it like they make their own decision to have sex with adults. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, they taking it way out of context. When Alok was talking about they should have the power to like dress and put on pink, put on blue, put on yellow, have the power of gender expression, and they can make that decision as a child. And so the meme was like very disgusting and implying that Alok was like a pedophile and perpetuating pedophilia. And so I say, okay, I don't think the parents of these children in these videos, I said, don't you think the parents of the children in these videos have the right for them to be okay with a drag queen reading to them? Like, if the parents is okay with it, why you have a problem with it? And then I tell him about a look that's taken out of context. Let me send you the real video of the conversation so you can get the context of the conversation. And so when I sent it to him, he he saw it and then didn't respond to it. When I proved it all wrong, he saw it and didn't respond to it. So that was the last conversation that we had. Now, mind you, that was in February. Prior to February, we had had a regular, degular, amazing conversations from 2006 until now. So we've never had any beef. So that's why the anti-trans shit was really, really wild for me. And so I was like, oh man. So we never had any negative. And so recently, Wednesday, now mind you, when I proved him wrong, he didn't respond. He didn't say, oh, he didn't even acknowledge that, oh, damn, okay, that was taken out of context. He was just basically judging a loc by a meme. Anyway, so Wednesday, he says, I am in a jam, ma'am. I got my car towed here in Tampa. They want an outrageous $463 to get it out. I have $200 in my pocket. I hate to ask, but I need help coming up with remaining balance, roughly about 265. If you could spare anything to help me get my car, I'll pay you back Friday when I get paid. I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm truly in need of help. And you were online and I'm reaching out. This would, if that negative trans conversation hadn't happened, this still would be just as late to me. So I want you to understand that. But just the fact that you had a whole anti-trans conversation with me makes it even worse. People love using Alok as a bad example. Trans people too. I think trans people give Alok a shitty ass are negative, particularly traditional trans people that think you should conform to cisgendered norms and they don't understand the non-binary thing. They trash Alok too, but I like Alok. They be saying some powerful things. And I think dismantling the binary will allow a lot of people to be free. So I'm not there yet in regards to I'm a binary woman. I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with it, but I get why they do what they do. And so my response to him asking me for some type of coin was people you should ask for money are close friends or family members, people you trust and people who support you because y'all have been through stuff with other people. Although we have known each other for 10 years plus, that's not us. We are not on that level of familiarity or closeness. We have only met once in a hookup capacity, because that's what it was. We barely talk. We exchange some pictures just because we like each other sexually, but I don't even know your birthday. I don't even know your children's name. I shouldn't be anywhere near your financial support circle. And I sinned because that is what I feel. I shouldn't be somebody that you should be comfortable asking me for some coins because that's not what level we on. I shouldn't be anywhere near that person. And so that's one example. Another example is I have a trans friend. We all decided to do like a gathering here in Houston. They're new to Houston, so they haven't been out to a lot of places. So we decided to go out for lunch and hang out for the day. Me, them, just a bunch of us. It's probably like six of us. And so we having so much fun at this restaurant that we decide to hang out in other places and go to like Graffiti Park here in Houston. We went to where else did we go? We went to this beautiful ass wine bar. So anyway, when I come to hang out with them, they have a couple with them that are kind of, I don't know them. Like I know the rest of the people, but this couple that she's brought, it's a lesbian couple, masculine lesbian and their wife. And so I don't know them, but because they're coming into the party with my friends, I'm like, I'm gonna treat you like I know you, kind of like I'm gonna be friendly because you're coming into the group. My friends know you, and we all have decided to go out and have a good time. So I'm gonna ask what your name is and hey and da 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 da. And so if you seem like a cool person, like our personalities vibe, it's gonna be great. And that's what happened. They were cool ass people. They were funny, and so all of us is kind of dry, like hanging out at different places in the city because none of us have to work. This is a Saturday, and none of us have to work, and so we decided to do lunch first. We decided to meet up at like 12 o'clock and do lunch, but we were having so much fun together, all six of us, that let's go do this. So we decided to leave the lunch spot after eating and go into another place. And then when we went there, we decided to go to another place. So we went to like three different spots. And so we have a wonderful time. Like everybody is cool. Nobody is being funny, acting. Everything is amazing. So much so that everybody exchanges numbers. Okay. Now, one thing that I hate is being added to a group thread. I hate it. Hate it. And I like it's cute when like we are all trying to get directions to a place, decide to go to a place. Like in the moment, it's okay for me to be in the thread. But when we get home and we're chilling and throughout the next week or next month, I don't need us to be talking in this group thread. I don't like it. I don't like to be in group threads. It's something I just don't like. Some people live, I don't. I don't like. So I won't respond to you in um you know I won't respond in the text thread because I don't like it. I'll try to leave. Sometimes I'll try to leave and they'll still give me messages, whatever. So this one of the girls, the femme of the two lesbians, the femme, the super nice one, she was, you know how some people during like gatherings, they're the ones who love to take selfies and pictures and da da da. She was that person. So she was taking selfies and pictures and da da da, posting them to her social media, tagging everybody. All this stuff I don't mind. Um, cool, do what you do. Um, but we talk, we chat. She's just everybody is just cool. It is what it is. Oh, they want to be friends, right? Um, So we when we leave the party, when we leave for the day, like everybody's gone home, she, the fem one, she says in the group thread, hey, I had an amazing time this week. Like I mean, I had an amazing time today. And all of y'all seem like y'all are not fake people. Y'all seem like y'all are down to earth and cool and nice, which everybody seemed like they were. Everybody was. I don't want to say seemed like they were. And so she was like, I really feel like because I'm new here in the city, I really feel like we can all grow into good friends. Now, I don't like that. I how do I and this may be something weird about me. I am not particularly friendly. Like because I'm being nice to you doesn't mean that I want to be your friend. I'm a nice person, but friend isn't something that I just willy-nilly throw out. I just don't be like because we have a great time hanging out one time don't mean I'm gonna hang out with you again. It's gonna if you ask me, I'm gonna be like, why? Like you like say that she hit me up and be like, oh, would you like to go get wine with me? Even though we had a great time on that Saturday, I'm probably not gonna be want to go hang out with you again unless we're all in the group again. That's just it may be my own personal weird mind, but I'm not somebody that just jumps into friendships. It's just something that I just don't like. I just don't do that. Um yeah, it might I don't know. It's just I'm not friendly. I know it seems like I might be, but I'm not I'm nice. That's what it is. I'm not friendly. I'm nice. I'm a nice person. I'm gonna speak to you. If you come in the room, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? I'm personable. That's a better word. I'm personable. And some people confuse me being personable with being friendly. Like I want everybody to be my friend. I'm not that person. So, and that's why when people, particularly like say people who know me from YouTube, when people come up to me, not when I'm at events, that's different. When I'm in events, it's different. But I'm talking about like if I'm out and about and somebody comes up to me and say, "Oh, I watch you on YouTube," it's like a deer in a headlight. Like I'd be like, "Oh, thank you." Not, it's not fear. It's just awkward. It's just awkward. It's just like, okay, what do I do? I don't know this stranger. You know how when you're a little kid, stranger danger, stranger danger. Danger, stranger, stranger danger, stranger danger. it's it's like a deer in the headlights. I'm like, oh, thank you. What do I say after this? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's me. Uh-huh. Yeah, thank you. I don't know. It's like I short circuit in my brain. And so now in a event, it's kind of different because you're expected to mingle, and I had prepared myself for it, and I'm like, oh, okay, hey, da, 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 da. Like I'm almost like the host. So I am being the host. It's like I've turned myself on, my host self on. So she goes into this whole long little text message in the thing about finding friends and this really heartfelt message. And I'm like, I don't respond to it. Like everybody else respond to it, but I don't respond. I'm like, yeah, okay. So everybody was like, yeah, we understand. Yes, girl. And da da da. And I'm like, I don't respond. I don't, first of all, I don't like group messages. And then you get in too deep too fast. And so, and she's about to prove why. This is exactly why. So she continues to text the group. I continue to ignore it. So she sends me this. This is probably like either a month to 3 weeks after um after a month to 3 weeks after we hang out. Let me see if I can find it, or did I delete it? Let's see if I can find it. 1 second. Oh, I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. I think I deleted it. But yes. So, but it was a message where she was asking me for money. And I was like, we hung out once on a Saturday, and you were the third wheel friends. Like I was coming, hanging out with my friends, and y'all just came. Like they invited y'all. So for me, y'all were just some people added to the mix. What, did we have a great time? Sure. Had a great time. But just the fact that you added me to this group message, I never commented in the group message. Once we were done, once we were done with the hangout, I didn't respond anymore to the group messages. during the hangout, we were coordinating where the next location was because we were hanging out and having a great time. But there's no purpose in the group messages now. You sending memes in the group messages. This is why I hate group messages. I don't need you to send me memes because these memes that you sending me, because I'm an internet person, I saw them a month ago, and you kikiing about them right now is annoying me because these are a month old. These are not these are irrelevant. Or I just don't need this. I don't know. I just don't like it. Don't put me in a group message. I don't like it. You sending me these, and this is like an older set of groups. So some of these, it's, you know how like your mama or somebody older in your family is on your Facebook or on your Instagram, and they're sending you fucking spam that they done clicked. They don't know the internet like we do. And so they're doing things that are just not good internet etiquette. Sending you links to stuff, sending you fucking irrelevant videos that they done found that are funny, that's fucking 5 years old, that everybody was cackling about 5 years ago. And you know how old people do on the internet. Old people who don't, people who are not used to internet, because there's some internet savvy older people, but you know, people who are not internet savvy, that don't have the etiquette of internet. And so she just was giving all that. So the fact that I didn't respond to it, and you feel comfortable enough to ask me for some money, girl, we don't know each other. I don't give adults money. There is no person other than my little brother. Let me try to make sure. My friends, of course, like close friends. But even they don't be asking me for no fucking coins like that. Like I think the last time my friend Vanessa, her car got towed. Her car, like maybe like fucking 3 or 4 years ago, her car got towed, and you know, she didn't have the actual cash to get her car out. So she called me, and I was able to go with her to get her car. And it was like 200 and something dollars. It was something fucking stupid, like 230. 230. And so we went and got the car. The next day, she went to the bank and got me my money back. So shit like that. But just my little brother, of course, my little brother can ask me for anything. But I can also ask him for anything. But just somebody just asking me for money, it's just no. I don't give adults money. I don't do that. I like when I give money away, it is for a very curated cause. Like I don't just, like when I do like charity work and I'm donating, you know, like like a couple years ago, my trans homegirl was transferring from where she lived. She got accepted to this law school. And I lived that she was going to law school. So, you know, I sent her $200. Um, I have a friend who was, um, for example, one of my patrons one of my patrons on for my Marshall's Play thing, they hit me up and was like, "Hey, my card just got charged for for this month, and it's gonna send me in an overdraft. Can you send me that coin back?" I say, "Well, actually, Patreon doesn't just send us the coin directly; they accumulate it and then send us a check once a month. And so we don't have the money that you sent. But let me go to my account with Patreon to make and see what your name is and see that you got charged, and then I'll try to refund it." So Patreon has a way that you can refund people. But in our conversation, they basically was feeling guilty because they said, "I can't really afford to donate to you this month. But once I get back on my feet, da 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 da." Because I'm looking at this person who has donated to us multiple times. You get what I'm saying? They are patron. Patron is a subscription service. So they have subscribed to us and gave us over of the years that they subscribed, maybe like some just a nice amount of money to help our platform. Honey, I sent them some money, you know, way more than they were getting charged just to help them over the hump of this time. They didn't expect me to do it, but because in my mind I'm like, this is a person who, you don't need to be ashamed that you can't afford to donate to us this month. Don't be ashamed of that. But also, here goes a little bit to help you get in your to help you over into your rut till you get on your feet or whatever. And they were so flabbergasted that I did that, but that's what I like to do. I like a direct giving type of situation for somebody that I know, some situation that is unique. I don't do this for everybody, but when I'm in the mode and I'm blessed in a situation to be able to do it, I like it to be very curated. I don't, you send me a GoFundMe, I'm not sharing that bitch. If you look at my motherfucking any platform that I got, I never share GoFundMes unless it's somebody that I personally know. I never share that. I like to donate to people that I know for sure this is not a scam. I don't like I don't like that whole system because there's so many scammers out here. I don't like it. And so I don't like people who follow me to get scammed. So I just don't like doing that. And so that's what it is. And so only thing that I'm going to be sharing is stuff from me because I feel like I have worked hard enough to establish a familiarity with people who follow me to know that I'm not sharing no bullshit that I don't know about. So I don't like the idea of me sharing something and then somebody come back and saying, "Oh girl, that was a scam." I don't like the idea of that. So um I don't share GoFundMe's. I don't share I, anything that I don't know what the money, who is running it, and who the money is going. I don't share that shit. I don't do that. Now, if it's people that I know, people that I'm cool with, but just some random ass people, that's not what I do. And so I like it to be curated. They scratch your back, you scratch their back. I dig it, right? And not even that. They don't have to have do anything for me. Because I've like that, like the girl who was going to law school. She hadn't done anything for me, but because I thought it was fucking dope that she was fucking going to fucking law school, and I had an extra $200. So cool, let me help you out while you moving. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily a tit for tat. Usually it's not, but it's just it has to be curated by me. I have to be like, oh, I'm seeing you. I've engaged with you. I see what you got going on. It's not going to be somebody I don't know, or I have, and I'm not talking about know personally. It's know, like I see you. I've seen you. I done like some statuses. I done seen you tweet. I done seen you navigate the world either in person or online, and I see how people fuck with you. Like I got it. I don't need to know some deep dive into you, but I need to see how you navigate the world for me to kind of be attached enough to help. So that's my how I think about it. It's not going to be just some. Oh, a lot of people send me. Oh, can you share this platform? Share this flyer to your platform? No, I don't share shit like that. You don't see me sharing shit. I think it's spammy, first of all, and I don't want my space flooded with advertisement. I don't like that. I don't like posting flyers and will you post this link? Will you share this? It's so many scammers. Oh, this one girl, child, I don't respond to her. So she forgets that she hits me up. Every 6 months, she is sending me a GoFundMe that says, one moment is, oh, I'm a black trans woman who was in a domestic violence situation and he beat me and the police beat me down and they hit me with their batons and this is my eye black and da 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 da. She sent that picture. 6 months later, it's a whole different story with the same pictures. 6 months after that, it's a whole different story with the same pictures. But I don't think she realized that she's sending me total different stories One moment is the police, your husband beat you up and the police beat you up. And then the next, it was you got jumped by these dudes, these transphobic dudes calling you a man at the Shell gas station. And then the next one is, oh my God, I was almost murdered while I was doing sex work and got attacked by a client. And we gotta protect Black trans women. And here is my GoFundMe, support Black trans women. Ma'am, ma'am, that's not what it is. Like if I have some extra money, and I know what you doing, like I see you doing something, I'll just send it. It's never about what you have done for me. It's just about I have it and I know you over here trying to do something. So I'll send you $100, $50, $20, whatever is that I feel like is appropriate. I'll just send it. And it'll be random. Sometimes it'll be random. Motherfucker don't even gotta ask me. I just do it. But I'm not sharing, but it's just certain shit I'm just not gonna share. I'm not gonna post about. I'm not gonna that's just not what I do. And so I don't ask for people for no money. I don't be in somebody inbox saying, "Ooh, can I get $20 sis for da 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 da." That's not my style. If I have something I'm um fundraising for, I'm just gonna post it and it is what it is. Talk about it on my own platform. I'm not gonna ask somebody else, hey, put this on your wall. No, I'm not gonna do that. If you see me talking about it and you want to do it, sure, share, share it. But I'm not just gonna go on a campaign telling somebody to share my shit. That's not. You either want to do it or you don't. You're gonna see it and you're gonna hit the share button or you don't. It's just like a video. Like, cool. I'm gonna say, yeah, thumbs up for me if you're watching. Because you're on my video. Or share it if you like what I'm saying. Da 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 da. But that's because I'm in the video, and do you want to or you don't? But I'm not gonna be in by the inbox. Ooh, put my video here, put my video there. No, I don't like that. I don't. It seems very invasive for me. Child GoFundMe scams make it hard for girls who really need the coin. Yeah, they are getting better and better. They always incorporate violence and assault. I send that to cis people, not trans women of color. So tacky. I got spammed with GoFundMe all day. It's a no. You crook someone else with your I need 100K to transition. Some of it is just gay men who get up in drags. They never transition. They just reach that 50K goal and disappear. Never get any of the surgery that they fundraise for. And GoFundMe doesn't check the validity of these stories because they get a cut either way. Right. Yeah, I don't like that. I just don't. It's not comfortable for me. I don't like it. I don't I don't like having a vet. Like for example, and y'all know I run an organization, and we're a small organization. We're not no big organization with all our coins. But so we got a donation of. So what happens? We'll get somebody will come to us and say, "Hey, we want to give y'all a donation for $5,000 or $10,000." When we get that money, we say, "Okay, so what is this money gonna go to?" So we'll decide. We're gonna do 5 people for a mini grant for $500 for emergency housing. Like they have to be homeless. We set these standards. They have to be homeless. They have to be in a situation where, they're avoiding homelessness or some type of homelessness. Then we'll say, then we have 200 and we'll do 40 people for 250 mini grants for food, groceries, shit like that. And then we'll have or utilities, da da da. And then we'll have another grant for this many people for food vouchers, and we'll pay for like their Instacart, da da da. So we'll split the money up in that regards. And so then we'll post something about it. Hey, if you need assistance, like anytime you see one of my videos or my lives, always in the comments is going to be a link to Black Trans Women's Inc. support. So if you need support, you can go and check it out. Da 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 da. But the process is You let us know what you want, because we're not some big organization with like tons of money. We usually get big donations and then we split them up into each one of the programs that we're running. And so this month we had like 6 people who were homeless trying to get deposits for a new apartment. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to get deposits. So one of the girls, her conversation, like, you can tell that this is bullshit, man. We can tell that this is bullshit. Like, this is she talked about getting evicted like 6 months ago. Who is getting evicted 6 months ago in the middle of COVID when there's a federal? Now you can be kicked out, like if you're living with someone, but you're talking about an apartment complex evicted you. They can't do that. They couldn't. You could sue their motherfucking ass. Like that, and the eviction thing, they won't even process the eviction. That's the courts won't even process the eviction. So you ain't got to get out. This is months ago that she was saying this, and we like, this doesn't make sense. Nothing that you're saying makes sense. And then we ask people for their social medias. We ask for their social medias. We ask for their their legal name, their social medias, so that we can look you up and see, oh, this is a trans person. You didn't just take this picture in drag and we're like, ooh, we actually are actually vetting you and seeing, oh, you're a trans person. We got cis women hitting us up trying to get coins when this is an organization that is centering trans people. And we like, it's just so difficult and annoying. But it's folks act like we can't tell that you are just trying to scam. I hate that so many of us are scammers. Well, that's anybody. I want to say so many of us. It's the world is full of scammers. The world, because motherfuckers are being underpaid and they're trying to survive. So they're trying, and they see these people, they see, oh my God, Tony McDade got murdered, and now his family, they raised $205 for him and his family, who wouldn't even let him sleep on his couch because he was a trans man. He was sleeping on somebody else's couch, and now his family is enjoying the benefits of the GoFundMe. This country was built on a scam. That's true, but way deeper than this. But it's I just have so much annoyance for people who, first of all, ask me for some coins and I don't even fucking know you like that. And then, scammers. That is just not me. That is just not who I am. Or somebody who uses their, I don't know. It's just, I think it's let me give you a perfect example. So Monica Roberts passed away last year in October, right? Now, Monica Roberts was a part of our organization. I feel like Monica Roberts is a civil rights leader of our generation. There is no way we need to post cash apps and GoFundMe for fucking Monica Roberts' burial. When she's a part of our organization, we can fucking pay for it. Or we can raise our own funds where we ain't got to get no coins to GoFundMe. Why would we be sending to people's personal cash apps unless you're trying to scam off her death? That gets weird. That's when it gets weird. Like you when you're trying to cash in off of somebody's death, when you are trying to cash in on, like, I seen somebody have a GoFundMe and posted their cash app about their mama dying. It's It's not. It just feels. It feels like it's not that that is not okay. It just feels like sometimes it just feels sometimes it's like inappropriate. Some moments it's inappropriate to do. Like, it's different. Like Tony Baker, the comedian, the internet comedian. Is it Tony? I think it's Tony Baker. His son just got killed. His young son, I think he was like 2021, just got killed in a car accident. And because his son was so young, they didn't even think about getting life insurance for their young son. They didn't even think about it. So they needed to fundraise for his burial services. Totally get it. Those situations I totally get. Um, totally get it. Totally understand it. It's something that I get it. Like we ain't got the money for this. Get it. But there's just certain things that I feel like in our situation, like with Monica Roberts, I feel like because Monica Roberts is like a fucking a civil rights leader, there's too many organizations that she has worked with, worked for, um, um, too much impact, celebrities that she should have. Anybody should be worried about where the money is coming from, where the money is coming from to bury her. We don't need to have. We have enough organizations. It doesn't need to come out of a million people pocket, a community members' pockets. It could come out of you organizations' pockets. And so we paid for Monica Roberts' burial services, all of them. Nobody else did. We did. Like Trans Women's Inc. And so I know there was some scams going on. And so I don't fuck with them people no more. but yeah, every cost we pay for and cover. Because I feel like it's what? Monica, stop. There's a local church that gives away presents to children around Christmas, and there's so many people that put extra kids' name down. I'm so disheartening and piss me off. Yeah. And the donation covers the burial and travel with 30 minutes of him posting the cash app. What a blessing in a time of mourning. Absolutely. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, I think some certain moments it's appropriate, but then certain moments it is not. It is not. It is not. It is not. And then I have a friend. It maybe this one gets kind of shaky. So I have a friend that has a line of apparel. Y'all been missing Sean King and his various pleas of donations. Oh, I don't follow Sean King. That's not a part of my circle of people. So I don't know what's going on with him. I don't follow him. Um but so my friend has a line of apparel, like he makes clothes or whatever, or clothes, shoes, or whatever. But I don't like none of that shit. Like as far as how it looks, I don't like how it looks. It's not my personal style. And so I don't support it because not I don't it's not I don't support it in the sense of I don't want you to succeed, but I don't like this stuff. So I'm not about to spend my money on it and I don't like it. I'm not gonna wear it. No, that's not how I do. Like you know, I'll tell you, hey, good job. That it ain't for me. So I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm definitely not one of them people where I'm just buying stuff that I don't use. Now, if you got some earrings, you got some dresses, you got some, you got a talent that I actually can use. Like you make dresses, you make or you do something, or you have something that I actually would wear. Like I bought I have a t-shirt from Cat Black where she has her characters all over it. And I love it. It's so fucking fly. It's so fucking fly. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Um, hold on, let me find it. But it was so cute. It was so cute. I felt like I want that shirt. So I bought the shirt and I live for it. So I'm gonna wear it. But if what you make or what you design is not my taste, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna wear it. I'm trying to find this shirt so y'all can see it. It's so cute. It's because I think she's a great artist. Like Cat Black is a great like her art is so cute. If I until I bought a mug for Cat Black. Yeah, I bought a cute ass fucking t-shirt and I love it in my, when I'm on my relaxed days where I'm doing a t-shirt, fall t-shirt and a jacket or something. Let me see if I can fucking find it. It's deep in my fucking pictures. Hey, and I just want to be free. Free, free. I just want to be me. Be, be. Oh, it's too deep. I don't know where it's at. But yeah, she has this cute ass little shirt that I live for that I bought because I would wear that shirt. I wear the shirt to this day, and I bought it like 3 years ago. Still wear it. I still think it's cute. And so he doesn't say it directly, but he tries to hint. He tries to hint at like every time we're around him, he kind of insinuates, "Oh, y'all buying Jordans and Gucci and this and this and this and this, but y'all don't want to buy black owned in your own support your own people, but y'all can spend money on these white people organizations." Yes, because I like those white people things. I do buy black owned, and I buy designer. I buy designer black owned. I buy whatever I want to buy that is my style. Whatever I feel, if it's something that's fly to me, cheap, expensive, if I want it, and I'm gonna buy it. If you make something fly that looks sickening and I'm gonna rock it, I'm gonna fucking buy it then too. But don't think that you gonna bully me into paying for something of yours because that don't work for me. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like this stuff. I think it's ugly. You're just gonna force me in a situation where I tell you that I think it's ugly. I found it, but I found a picture with me in it, but it doesn't give you the whole. Let me see if I can zoom in on this picture. Um, come on, people. Mhm. But yeah, anyway, that shirt, I love it. It's so cute. It's just a bunch of colorful characters that she has drawn. She has drawn all over her shirt, and I think it's so fucking cute. And I was getting an award at that event, and I was rocking nothing but trans shit. I was rocking cat black shirt. The skirt that I made was made by a trans person. Like I specifically had on trans designers at this event. So when there was pictures taken, motherfuckers, I could say, oh yeah, Cat Black did this. Oh yeah, da 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 da. This person made this. Go check them out. Like it was very, very intentional, and I love that shit. What are y'all talking about? I wear Marsha's Plate merch often. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, hold on. I missed something. Oh, didn't he say something about needing money to get another house or the down payment to a new house because his old address was leaked? Hmm. Yeah, being a designer is tough. I make a lot of cool stuff and trying to start this trans shapewear company. Wish me luck, y'all. Yes, work. I brought a mug from Cat Black. I use it all the time. I love it. Yes. Ola goes to gifts. Hey, Ola, I miss you. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Asked for money to move out of his 800K house, then announced the launch of his fashion line. Oh my God. Yeah, that was one of the things he has. And when you get bigger, what I have learned, I'm not big, but when I'm watching other people get bigger, okay? You got to move different. Cuz I'm telling you, folks is getting checks, and I'm not talking about donation checks. I'm not talking about money from people. I'm talking about folks are out here getting checks. Like I'm doing there are I'm doing an event. There'll be some events where I'm getting paid $500. There's some events where I'm getting paid $3,000. There's some events that I have done where I'm getting paid $10,000. That's not all the time, but I have gotten checks that were $15,000 for doing certain events for certain org. When I was at Stanford, got a sickening check from Stanford, got a sickening check from BET, got there are things out here that gives you beautiful checks, and as you get bigger and bigger and bigger, like the like like if you are D. Ray McKisson, if you are Sean King, if you are the founders of Black Lives Matter, if you are anybody that has that national global popularity, they get big ass checks. Like they will get as a keynote speaker, as you can if specifically if it's an organization that's known for having coins. Janet Mock was paid like $25,000 to come and speak for 15 minutes at this conference, and she came in and spoke for 15 minutes and then sent her ass home. Just for speaking for 15 minutes. People are making checks. So it's not just donations. So I don't want y'all to think that, especially when they have worked hard to get to a certain level, like Sean King. I don't support him, but he has gotten his popularity to a level that just him being involved in a situation can make him a check. There is money out here. That's why gatekeeping is in place. Yes. So in regards, there is coins. So getting there is coins that's being had just legitimately. So what I have learned is that people who are big, 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 like motherfuckers is gonna think, even if you're getting big checks, motherfuckers gonna think that you using donations when you don't, when you ain't even had to have to use donations at all for nothing because the checks you are getting are so huge just to be involved. Where your money, it could be legitimately your money, and none of the donation money is going to you, but because you got this, particularly like Sean King, because you got this people complaining about your business practices, and they don't know if you white or black and all this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get the brunt of those negative kind of backlashes. And so you gotta move different, baby. It's important, it urges the importance of transparency and how organizations is getting money. Um, this is also another thing. When you are helping people in need, there is a privacy thing that it isn't about the organization. It's about the client. Everybody don't want you to tell that, oh, we gave this amount of money to the client. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Like I can tell you how I got all my money, but motherfuckers is not worried about motherfuckers is not worried about who you got it from, more so than what are you doing with it, because that's the integrity part. Do you see what I'm saying? What are you doing with it? What's your programming? Da 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 da. But I know our organization, we're not super huge, so we ain't worried about y'all. Worried about what money we getting, because we barely getting no money. But the money that we do is going directly to the girls, and so. But I can't. I'm about to roll out a video. Am I gonna roll out a video? Didn't black trans women give you $500 for your deposit when you were homeless living in the car? Tell them how we gave it to you, darling. We're not going to do that. So there's not going to be a moment where we can show. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a moment where we can show. Sometimes you can. There's certain things you can't be transparent about. Now, there's some things that you can't. There's some things that you can, but also nonprofits specifically, they report everything to the people, like to the tax people. The public nonprofits, you actually can look and see what they're doing, because it's against the law. They can really lose their 501c3 status if they're doing something that's not that's not audited right. And so, yeah, you got to it's not always transparency is not always as easy. It's easier said than done, especially a huge organization. Like I feel like Patrice Colors is very, very being thrown under the bus unfairly. Now there's other people that I'm like, yeah, drag them. Like Sean King, I think, I think you being weird, dude. But I think Patrice Colors, I think she's somebody that is, it's a legitimate, there are critiques that can be legitimate, but the way it's dragging, I think they're being extra. I don't agree with them dragging her. But also, I am a little bit more in the know about what's going on with Patrice, like behind the scenes, than some other people where I don't know what's going on at all, because I'm not connected to them. But I'm connected to Black Lives Matter in a different kind of more intimate way. So I know that people are being extra and late. I really hope we can get the fourth stimulus. I can't wait to start designing. Yeah, I only got one stimulus. Once and that was when it was for the when they were judging your 2018 money. But when they judged my 2019 money, they were like, girl, you didn't file your taxes right. You owe, because I didn't file my taxes right. I owe money. But I had, in 2018, I was working a W-2 job. So it was easier. You just send them your W-2s. But I switched from self-owned employment to, and I haven't, now I have, but I hadn't made the adjustment where I'm like, oh, how am I supposed to do this? Because I had nobody trained me how to keep everything for my business. I didn't have that kind of training. I always had a W-2 job, so I always Just file my W-2s. Yeah, the other ones I didn't get. So that was because I hadn't filed my taxes in, I guess, in enough time and in the right way. So, hey, Miss China, how are you? Is that how you saying it? Choin, Chiona? Is that Cheyenne? How do you say that? China or Cheyenne? Cheyenne? Shiona? There's so many ways that that could be pronounced in the black vernacular. Chiona. Okay, Chiona. Okay. Hey, Miss Chiona. Crybaby in Spanish. Word. By the way, a helpful way to file your taxes is on Credit Karma. You can do it yourself. It's easy. I usually do TurboTax, and you can tell them all the things you pay for, and you're gonna owe 200 and get 600 back. I was gonna owe 200 and I got 600 back. Oh, cute. All right. What's going on in y'all life? What y'all want to talk about? What's hot in these streets? It is we've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. What is happening? Anything y'all want me to touch on that I know about? Hey, yeah. Wa-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, yeah. Who is this person? Who is this person? You look at sending me a message. He's a cutie. Da-da-da-da-da. What do you think about bisexual Robin? Who is bisexual Robin? Can we talk about the trade not trying to pay and standing you up? What about them? How do you feel about Sesame Street having a trans character? I love how Sesame Street rides with the times. I don't know who you are, but you are sexy. Who are you? Yum. And why are you sending me messages and I don't know you? What do you think about he bisexual Robin? They made Robin, the DC character, bisexual. Oh, I don't know. I think this goes along with the Sesame Street character. I think we are coming brands like long-standing brands like DC, Marvel, um, anything, any Sesame Street, long-standing brands who have been around for decades. In order for them to stay relevant, they have to move with the times. Um, and this is we're just seeing this in our media. We are seeing more black people, we are seeing more queer people, we are seeing the diversification of our culture because people are complaining about it. The minorities are becoming the majority. Y'all see with the census, white people are close to not being the majority. Like it's in certain, they have flipped. Even Asian men have beat white men in salary in 2021. They have beat white men in most salary. So they have white men have been taken out of the top of who get paid the most in this country. It's crazy. So shit is flipping. That's why they fucking storming the Capitol. Shit is getting wild for them. And for So we're seeing the browning, we're seeing the queering, we're seeing the diversification of culture here in our country. We're starting to reflect the melting pot that we have always been. Um, yeah, it's just quite interesting. I don't feel any kind of way. I enjoy it. I don't feel any, I like it. I don't, there gonna be a backlash. We talked about this on Marsha's Plate podcast. I don't know if you listen to podcasts, make sure you check us out. But we talked about that this week on Marsha's Plate podcast. We were talking about um just things that they're gonna when you're going bucking up against the system, there are gonna be people that are going to try to keep the system the same. Whether it be when it comes to race, when it comes to gender, when it comes to sexuality, when it comes to gender identity, when it comes to all these hot button sectors, um, there are going to be people that want it to stay the same. There are going to be white people who want it to be the hierarchy of white up top and the rest of you motherfuckers slaves. Or, we know that's what the Southern folks wanted during the Civil War. Um, and when it comes to gender, the men want to be up top. We want to be the heads. We want to be the leaders. Anything that is feminine, female, no, it needs to be subservient. It needs to be below us. When it comes to heterosexuality, heterosexuality should be the norm. We need to stick our penises in vaginas. That is the norm. That is what's going to keep our humanity alive. Gay people can't procreate. Blah 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 blah. Blah. They're going to be people who want it to stay the same. Oh, you're trying to flip your sex and your gender? No, you're just crazy. How dare you? God doesn't make mistakes. And da, 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 da. There are going to be people who want it to stay the same. There are going to be people who want it to stay the same. And so when you're going against the grain, when you are bucking up the system, when you are trucking up this mountain, I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain. Y'all know that song? When you coming up the rough side, there's gonna be some boulders coming down to try to knock you. There's gonna be some avalanches. There's gonna be something that that's you gotta be uh, 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 you gotta be dodging because motherfuckers is gonna be trying to stop you. They're gonna be some, I call them Yetis. Some Yetis up there trying to throw something down at you. It's gonna be something that comes along with the territory of you trying to change a system or buck up against the system. It's gonna happen. We can have over 1,000 types of white paint, but you can't have like 10 genders to them. They must be scrubbed out in my Grand High Witch voice. My favorite movie, the original. I'll talk about witches. Look at witches. Like when we were young, seeing witches, we were like, oh, Angelica Houston, and we didn't think about they were witches, so of course they're gonna be deformed and looking grotesque when they take all of their shit off. But then this new witches got a backlash from people who hands were looking like the witches, or I can't remember exactly what the backlash was for, but I think it was about the fact that they had, their hands were deemed problematic to the people who have hands like them. And so, look, this is a time when we have the internet and we have people who are going, who normally would be silenced. They have a whole community that can get shit. When you look at the baby, it's a whole community that ain't having that bullshit. And yes, you're gonna have a whole community that supports your bullshit. But it's gonna turn into an issue. We might not have the power to silence you. They might not have the power to silence us fully, or vice versa. Sometimes you're gonna have the power to shut shit down, and sometimes you're not. There are gonna be some people that you're not. Thank you, Brandon. But yeah, I like the changes, even if it's changes that I think that are kind of like sometimes the non-binary conversation gets um it doesn't become problematic for me personally, but other girls that I hear their complaints about it, I understand the complaint. It wouldn't be something that I would say or that I would invest in, but I hear like, I see what you're saying. But I feel like I'm still gonna be on the non-binary people's side. I get what you're saying. Like, for example, I think this one girl was talking about how you you're confusing the straight people. And in my mind, I feel like I get what you're saying, but they gonna be confused anyway. They gonna act like they don't understand anyway. So they really not confusing them. Even if just you being trans is gonna confuse them. Just because you performing cisgenderedness the way you think that it's supposed to be performed, they still gonna be confused by you. They still gonna not understand or be acting like they don't understand. So why are you putting the burden on non-binary people when it comes to cisgender people's confusion? Girl, what? That's tired to me. I think that's tired. But I get it. I get it when you see Alok out with his hair with their hairy chest and hairy legs out in their mini skirts and beards and stuff. It can kind of get it's like, okay. But I understand when binary trans women are upset about that. They feel erased. But that's that erasure is fake. You can't feel erased when you're the privileged one. Like if you hear narratives about transness, it's mostly trans women that are stories that are being told. That's a privilege. We get the spotlight. We get the spotlight more than trans men, more than I just don't think. And we're a lot of us is not all of us, but a lot of us is blending. It's just it's for me. If you're binary, you are part of the privileged class. That is the binary. That if you're aligning with the binary, you are part of the privileged class. So it's the people who are against the binary that are not the privileged ones in the conversation revolving around binary. They're not the privileged ones. So I can't understand how a trans woman could feel erased by a non-binary person sharing their experience. And them expressing that it doesn't work for them, I just don't see how it it a log tipping around with with their chest hairs out and their hairs all hairy in a mini dress and a beard, it doesn't change Diamond Styles binary experience. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I'm still gonna tip through smooth and soft. I'm still gonna tip through how I want to tip through. I'm not really seeing how that non-binary person is erasing me or erasing my own gender. It doesn't make sense because it doesn't. I'm still gonna tip through. I'm still gonna be the woman that I am. It doesn't. I just don't see how it erases me. Not to do the personal legacy, but just curious on your opinion. Do you think trans men or trans women have the most oppression? Um, does passability play a bigger role than the genders? I think our oppression is different, and I think that trans women is more because we are going to the less powerful, um, systematically powerful. Not that they can't be powerful, but we're going to the gender that is outside of power. Trans men are going up in the social hierarchy of power to be a man. They're going up, we're going down. To me. And trans men just kind of blend. What this is what I see anecdotally. They just kind of go and disappear into society. And there's a lot of because of the chemical makeup of testosterone compared to the chemical makeup of estrogen. Testosterone is a stronger chemical. So it gives them beards, it gives them all the thing that triggers. It gives them that triggers that makes it easier for them to blend. They get hair, they get deeper voices. They don't get taller, but they're short men. Um, it just makes them more passable to me. Whereas us, estrogen doesn't make our voice higher. It doesn't make us it really just makes us softer, really. Just and that's after a while. It doesn't do and it takes a long time because it's a weaker chemical, estrogen is. And so I think trans men, they just go and be. And there's a when you see a woman walking down the street compared to you see some burly man that's not colorful, that's not bright, that's not doing anything, you're gonna pay attention to the woman. If you see most of the time, if you get on, like you see a trans woman get on the bus, say a passable trans woman pass or a passable, a unpassable trans woman and an unpassable trans man. An unpassable trans woman is just gonna be, any it's whatever. If you're a transphobe, you're gonna say all kinds of bullshit to her. Why are you a man dressed in women clothes? If you're an unpassable trans man, they're gonna think you're a stud, and they're not. They being a stud ain't gonna give you the same visceral negative reaction. I'm not saying all the time, but because of the fluidity of women and the acceptance of lesbians, I'm not talking about like they don't come up against no kind of scrutiny. But I can count on my hand in this recent times where a stud was like publicly talked about. I've seen a trans woman where I'm walking around and a trans woman is in the vicinity and somebody saying that's a man, dog. When you see a stud, nobody is saying that's a woman, dog. You see what I'm saying? They just kind of like, oh yeah, that's a masculine lesbian. I just think the reaction is different from a unpassable trans woman and an unpassable trans man because they just gonna think you're a stud. And studs isn't shocking anymore to me. And that could be anecdotal, but I think it's a different I think the response is different. Do you feel what I'm saying? I think the response is different when you see an unpassable trans man and an unpassable trans woman. I think it's very, very different. And then, we look at the statistics of deaths. I mean, you know, it's not that trans men are not being murdered, but it is nowhere near the comparison to trans women. Yeah. I just think it's a very, very different set of problems. Now, when we talk about elevating the trans experience, I do see a lot of trans women getting the spotlight. When we talk about production, when we talk about um, things that they invest money in. Yes, I see a lot of trans women's stories being told and not a lot of trans men. think about let's and then think of how we respond to trans men in media, like in Hollywood, da 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 da. Strong Island by Yance Ford, a documentary about Yance's brother being murdered by the cops, was up for an Oscar. I didn't hear about it until the day of the Oscars. If that was a black trans woman, this was a black trans man, that documentary was up for an Oscar. Strong Island, his name is Yance Ford, Yanceford. Yance Ford was up for an Oscar. And I didn't, a person who looks into black trans media literally have it hashtagged and searched and like set up in all of my systems so I can find out about it early. I didn't hear about him being up for that award until the day of the Oscars. If that was any other popular trans woman, or not even popular, a trans woman whose documentary got to the level of being nominated for an Oscar, we would have heard about it. We would have heard about that documentary. Am I right or wrong? I just look when shit when what's her name? MJ Rodriguez got nominated for an Emmy. It was all over the place. When Laverne got nominated for an Emmy, it was all over the place. When Janet got her Netflix deal, it was all over the place. When we hear about trans women's success, it's all over the fucking place. But when it comes to trans men, I don't hear about their successes in the same kind of viral way. I don't hear about it. We don't celebrate them in the trans culture. We don't spotlight and celebrate them in the same way. I think it's different. And I think that's something we got to work on, because there are trans men out here doing wonderful things. Look at Courtney Ziegler. Look at Jamel Young. There was a web series called something Eden, something that had a bunch of trans men on it, or I can't remember exactly. Something Eden. I don't know. Let me know if y'all remember the name. If anybody y'all know what I'm talking about. That nobody was showing no love. Make sure y'all thumbsing up. Yeah, nobody was showing love. And it's just to me, in my mind, they don't get the same spotlight. And I think that that's a problem. Yeah. These masks have been so helpful in my transition. How so? Because they hide your face? Eden's Garden. Thank you. If that's the name of what I'm talking about. Thank you. I can't remember exactly what it was. Eden Garden. It was a interesting web series. It was a very, very interesting web series that I don't think we give them enough credit. Baby, 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 baby. Do, 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 do. No. There's not a lot of trans men of color portrayed in the media. The only show I can think of, there was a couple of Queen Sugar episodes. Yes, Brian. Yes, Queen Sugar. Like when that happened, I saw a couple of outlets talking about it, but it wasn't like as if it was, Angelica Ross is doing something, or, they just don't, it doesn't go viral as it should. It covers my lower face, which can have stubble, and it allows me not to be beat just to go to the store. That makes sense. We talk about, you know, Marquise being on Law and Order a couple of years ago was fucking fire. He played the shit out of that role. Um, even Texas, there is a trans photographer. Hold on, I'm about to search it. Texas Isaiah, King, Texas. He is a photographer, originally from Brooklyn, and he got a residency at the Studio Museum. He has been he has taken the pictures of Lil Nas X for entertainment. He has really gotten a lot of covers, and I don't see people celebrating him. He got a lot of followers now, but it early on, he was doing some major shit for the people. And I think he got a Vogue cover too. Yes, he got a Vogue cover with Janet. And people weren't it didn't go viral as I think that it should. It just, it's just one of them things that we got to be really, really conscious of. And part of it is they be trying. Part of it is the the sensationalization of women. Just the fact that you're going from being a boy, male, blah 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 blah, however you want to say it, to being a girl. So you add the sensationalization of that and the objectification of women, where the women's body is more objectified than the men's body. You add those things together, I get it. There's a level of that, but we as a community, God, my nose is itching. These lights. Remember I told y'all in my DNA it said bright lights make my nose itch. um, but yeah, I think we as a community have to be a part of balancing that out. Yeah, I try now. Now, me as a person who creates content, I try my best to reach out to trans men to get them to be a part of some shit. Baby, they are the most difficult clout chasing. Honey, if you ain't now, if I was some big ass, big wig motherfucker, it would be easy. But because I'm a small platform, honey, they will ignore your message. I recently reached out to a real popular trans guy, and I had been reaching out to him, and it's not until like last week that he actually responded back. um for me to be able to, showcase him or whatever. But it's very difficult. It's a couple of them that I have tried over and over and over, and they have either dusted me down or canceled, like just canceled, like or just be real unprofessional and raggedy. Like one of them was like, "Oh, let's do the interview while I'm on the plane or while I'm at the bus station." And I'm like, "What? You gonna be at a bus station while you're doing the interview with me? Let's schedule it another time when you're not at the bus station." Like just really weird ass shit. I have had some really weird ass experience with trans men. Trans women too, but more so as a whole, trans men been real extra. Um but yeah, they be trying to, and then there's some of them that I think have great stories, but they're trying to be stealth. They want the community of transness, but they also want the stealthness. Oh, I don't want nobody to know I'm trans. But I want to share my experience. What? All kind of shit like that. But that's just kind of how it is. Hey, Serenity. A residency at the Studio Museum is a big deal in the art world. Yes. Kehinde Wiley, who did Obama's presidential portrait, was a resident there, I believe. Kudos to King Texas. Yes, that's a big deal, and we should be talking about it. Yes, I notice trans men seek stealthness often. Yes, that is that you can't have it both. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You're either going to be an activist and be. I have a guy that I'm really cool with. I'm attracted to him too, so I want to be honest about that. That he wants to have community, so he calls me all the time. But he's also stealth. So he doesn't when I try to get him to go do stuff in his area, like I send him flyers for events that he can go to, he'd be like, nah. Nah, that ain't for me. So he never want to do stuff with the people, but he want the community of the people because he feels lonely in his transness. Hey, Brittany, thank you for becoming a member. I'm still editing my newest my August video for members only. Still editing it. But thank you for becoming a member. I hope something works out. Yeah. But yeah, it's I think it's a difference, and I don't like to play a oppression Olympics either because we all should be in this together, and we all are kind of it's just different levels of oppression or how it shows up. But I think we have unique experiences when it comes to oppression, when it comes to visibility, when it comes to risk. I think it's different between trans women and trans men. Any updates on that amazing opportunity you mentioned before? I don't know which one. If I didn't say what it was, and it's probably still getting worked out. And I have so many opportunities coming up. So many things that are like on the horizon. Queen, I'm in Dayton, Ohio, and we have an organization, a hospital called Equitas. I don't know if you have heard of it, but I am speaking to the organization, trying to get a group together to help with what? To help with what specific issue though? New York and California. Do you know which state has the best services and care for us? New York and California, hands down. I would say California, but New York has some good stuff too. New York, concrete jungle in the middle. I think that's what New York. Baby, in California, the girls are getting FFS, they're getting body contouring, they're getting implants, they're getting their vaginas, they're getting all that shit paid for um with insurance and Kaiser. I can't stop thinking about Little Mama every time I hear that song. Get up on the stage. She's so extra. Washington State too. I think they have some good service. Anything out west usually is good. Seattle has some good stuff. But yeah. I think, yeah, I would definitely put top of the list California, New York, Seattle, Chicago got some good stuff. Um, Vermont. To help with support, resources, medication, housing. Hopefully, we can get our pantry as well. I hit boys out. My sister get to the meds and da. So much we can do in one city too. Yeah, that's what's up. Elemental elements. Me too. She stayed playing herself. Diamond, I remember following you after seeing your Galaxy of Love video years ago on YouTube. Sorry, so random. Dub 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 da 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 dub 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 da 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 da. Yeah. To Venus or Mars. I love that song. In this galaxy, it's you and me. In this Milky Way of love. Yes, I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs that I wrote. Thank you for listening, Nelson. I have other songs on my SoundCloud. That's where I put my music. I'm so close to putting like a whole little mixtape together. It should be coming out. I'm trying to finish it. Are you going to hook up in NYC, New York City trade? I actually don't like New York City trade. I actually don't like them. So probably not. I don't like I really don't like their personalities. Yes, I have a whole playlist of music. Thank you, Brandon. You are, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's just something about New York trade that they be arrogant, and I don't like arrogant men. I don't like too aggressive, too arrogant men. And the hood niggas, which I usually like hood niggas, the hood niggas be too arrogant and too aggressive, particularly to Southern girls. When they think you Southern, they think you slow. And I'd be like, you niggas is fucking dumb and stupid. You is not running no game on me, motherfucker. You think because I got a country accent and like I'm slow or something, fuck out of here. And so they get real. I can't fuck with them. I can't. It's very few New York dudes that I have been able to vibe with. And I like it's something about their swag that I like certain ones, especially like when it's I don't it's it, I grew out of that kind of arrogant thuggy swag. I used to like it, but I grew out of it. That's the best way to describe it. I grew out of it, and so now when I see it, it disgusts me. Like now I do like there's something. This is what I do love. I do love Philly niggas. I like Philly dudes, DC dudes. They have a swag. It ain't like I'm a all that arrogance like New York men. Like Philly dudes, they just got I do think it's like a confidence in them it's just not the same. It doesn't feel like arrogance. Philly and DC dudes, they give you the confidence of like an East Coast nigga, but they don't wear me out. They don't wear me out like they just more cool. Like I love Philly dudes. Philly dudes, New Orleans dudes. I think I just posted a status about this. Philly, New Orleans, they all got a confident swag about like where they from, and it's just different. It's just It's just a whole other vibe. Just a whole other vibe. Philly, New Orleans. There's somebody. Who else did I say? Somebody else. I said somebody else. Chicago. Maybe. Nah. Chicago niggas be corny. I don't know. They be corny to me. Mm, let me see. Let's not forget my NYC cats. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I don't like them. New York City is intense 24/7. I love New Orleans. Yeah, I love New Orleans men. New Orleans men, my panties be dropping as soon as I hear them talk. New Orleans men, Philly men. It is somebody else. It's another, definitely not Chicago. Let me think. I just had posted about it. Do, 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 do. Florida. Yes, I said Florida. But specific parts of Florida, like Dade County niggas. Florida, New Orleans, and Philly niggas do something to me. Uh, and when I say Philly, I mean Philly, and I kind of bunch them with DC niggas too. Ah, DC men know how to eat it like groceries. DC men know how to have sex. Some of the best sex I've had was in DC. DC men know how to have sex. Period. Florida men are fun time. Yes, Florida, Philly, and New Orleans, pennies be down. Here you go, baby. Let's go. They just have swag that I like. Definitely not Chicago. Um, I'm from NYC. I'm humbled though, and not Trey. That's probably why you're humble. What Cali? Oh, I hate Cali men. I, I hate Cali men for almost a problematic reason. Um, how can I explain this? Cali men read to me. I know they're not. I had to learn this by going out there more often. But being that I'm from the Midwest and the South, Cali men read like white boys. They like the black dudes who I meet. They read like dudes who want to be white, but that's because I'm not from there. So now that I've been visiting a lot, I get the difference. But when you go out there for me, and I'm from the South, Midwest, the boys that talk like Cali boys are usually like whitewashed black boys, skater white boys, and I don't like that shit. That like white girls and da da da. Da. I'm like, corny ass niggas that I think that are anti-black. And so in California, it it gives very that Danny Glover energy. Yes, yes, yes. It gives that very Danny Glover energy. Very that. And I don't like that. That don't turn me on. And so they all give me that. So I'm never in California and be like, damn, the trade out here gives me life. I don't ever get that. Never, ever, ever, ever. And they always give that. I always think they don't like black women. It always gives me, they always give me all their profiles on the dating site say, open to all. I like everybody, which is dog whistle for I like white girls. Diamond, I don't like that. No, I don't. I really don't. Man, they'd be like, I only date Latina girls and white girls. I don't fuck with black bitches. Da. You seen the wrong ones. Yeah, I done came out there so much. I done been in California, all parts of it. San Diego, LA, San Francisco, Sacramento. I done came out there so much that I don't think that that's the case. I think that, I'm not saying all of them, but I just don't like their swag in general. And there might be somebody amazing, but I would feel like would come across all the dudes that I connect with in California are not from California. Every time I meet a dude in California that I'm like, oh, I like him. When I talk to him, he not from there. I met this dude named Jamar. We were cool as fuck. I was like, oh man, I finally found me a cool ass Cali dude. Baby Jamar said, oh, I'm from DC. Of course you're from DC. I always connect with DC niggas. I just love country hood boys in general. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I like, that's why I moved to Houston because Houston had my kind of swag. It gave me the city, but gave me country. It gave me the chocolate boys that I like. Not chocolate. Brown skin boys that I like. Trying to get out of saying chocolate. That is going to be hard. It gives me the dark, sexy dudes that I like. I love it. That's why I stayed in Houston. Houston is fire. But I love an old country as Alabama, Mississippi, rural Louisiana nigga too. Cali dudes are the corniest. Yeah, that whole little Snoop Dogg, Nipsey Hustle, that that bullshit. I don't like all of that. That is, y'all. It just seemed lame and corny to me. And I know it's not lame and corny in their perspective areas, but I'll be like, child, get out of here. Cali boys be beautiful and lame. Yeah, they be bodied because the Cali is kind of they always got it's on their health shit. Everybody go to the gym, especially in LA. They gonna be beautiful, beachy and lovely. I love Latinx men, especially in Cali. No. The Latinx men that I usually fuck with is gonna be from New York. Afro Latinx. They are gonna be the ones. If I'm gonna fuck with a Latinx dude and they got that vibe that I like, they're gonna be from New York. Have you ever hooked up with anyone outside of my race. For free, very rarely. Like if it's business, I've done tons of people. But if we just for a free hookup, I've had only one free experience with a white boy. That was years ago back in Indianapolis. Um, I met this dude on the phone chat line, and it was like fucking 4 a.m. And he was on there not pretending to be a black boy, but because he had a he was from the hood, he had a black boy voice. And so I thought he was a black boy, and he was talking about sucking my dick. So I was like, come through. I like my extras, honey. So baby, that nigga came over and he was rolling like off a pill. That nigga gave me head for 4 hours straight. And I would oh, I'm stretching. Ugh. My whole body's sore, y'all, from working out. Ooh, it feels like but anyway, yeah, he gave me head for like 4 hours. Literally, not just exaggerating, like 4 hours. I would wake up, I would nut, he'd be rolling, he'd be smoking, he'd start sucking me again. I fall asleep, I wake up, he's still sucking me. I definitely nutted like 4 times. And he came at like 4 and he didn't leave till like 10. He was gobbling me up, baby. It was so fire. I was just laying back. I had to do nothing to him. Just lay back. And that was a beautiful experience. But that's the only free free white hookup I've ever had. I'm trying to think of any Latina. I've never messed with a Latina guy for free. I'm trying to think of non-black hookups. I did mess with this sexy ass Arab dude. Oh God, his name was Banter. And he's back in his country now. But he lived in the apartment next door to me. And when I saw him, I wasn't necessarily attracted to him. He looked like a pretty, he just was a pretty Arab nigga. I was like, oh, he's pretty. His hair was kind of like shoulder length. He had that Arab nose or whatever. He had some cute ass little lips. He was dark. He was darker than me. He was like a tan, but his hair, you know how they be having straight hair, and he hit me up and he was like, I was like, are you Mexican? And he was like, no, I'm Arab. And he was like, I was like, oh, okay. I said, you cute. I was like, you cute. And baby, he did the right thing. He immediately sent me his nudes. Cause I almost was like, oh, okay, baby. Well, yeah, you cute, but child, okay. Baby, he sent me them nudes, and that dick was big and beautiful. Ah, he had came over. I said, oh, now you can bring that. I can do something with that. Yes, come through. Honey, he had came through. That piece was beautiful, but baby, I don't know what was going on, but it was he couldn't baby, soon as I think I think I start I don't even think I got like 3 strokes. I don't even think I got like 3 strokes. And that dick was like pew, 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 pew. It was so fast that you can't even claim it. You know how you know how you wearing a nigga dick out and you like, yeah, so wear that dick out. Ha 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 ha. It was so fast that I can't even get credit for it. I feel like it's something going on with your dick. That ain't got nothing to do with me that's making you nut this fucking fast. It was so fast that I'm like, I couldn't even get into it. The news brought about a change in the atmosphere. Ha! Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I hate when that happens. Yeah, it was so fast. It was so fast. I couldn't even be proud of it. I'm like, this is something wrong with you. It ain't even my skill. I didn't even get to do my skills for real. You know how when you first hooking up with a nigga, or like when you first start sucking a dick, you just now spreading the saliva all over it, getting it juicy. Honey, by the time it got to where I'm now about to start doing my stuff, oh, I was over it. I was over it. I was over it. Mm-mm. You come that fast, I'm over it. And also, my tea wasn't out with him. I didn't discuss my tea. So, I was, playing in the waters, pl- playing in the dark arts. Had the same experience with an Egyptian man. Touched it about 6 strokes. He was done. He was gorgeous though. You can't talk about hiding your stuff from trade. Can you talk about hiding your stuff from trade? Um, what about it? I have a video called Pussy Stunt that talks about it. Sometimes a tea isn't necessarily to tell for the girls that like to play. And sometimes in a situation where I know you're trying to just use me for sex, we're gonna we're gonna um we're gonna go for it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ow. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. I got something to say. Have y'all heard that song by um MJ Rodriguez, her new song? I got something to say. Ba da 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 da. I love it. It's so cute. Yeah, I'm too scared to do that. I'm too scared to do that. You shouldn't. Guys want my piece badly, so I'd rather not hide it. Yeah, there's moments of that, of course. I want to like that song. I like that part. I got something to say. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I love that part. That's so sickening. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Guys want my piece badly. Do you got a big piece? That's it. The trade live for the big pieces, honey. If that's what they into, I gladly oblige. I don't mind. If you into it, you into it. But sometimes it just doesn't get to that point where I'm talking about it. Especially he lives so close. He lives so close, and I didn't even want to, you know, go into that, honey. I'm about to wear you out real quick, hop on it. My goal was to, you know, gobble it up and then hop on it real quick. It didn't even get to the hop on it part. So he still hits me up from overseas. He want me to come out there. And I'm like, nigga. I ended up telling him my tea, and he was like, he stopped talking to me for like a maybe like 6 months. But then he hit me up again. But yeah, he was mad, but and I guess he he deleted me, and then like 6 months later he added me again. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I got something to say. Today's trade, tomorrow's competition. I haven't had that experience. I haven't had a experience with one of my pieces of trade transitioning or anything like that. Or I haven't had that experience. I've seen it, but I haven't had that experience. They always come back. I don't want to say always, but a lot of times. I haven't tried the pussy stunting yet. I'm too scared to play that. I just do head. A little dark art slithering. Right. Baby. Professor T.S. Snake, baby. Ah. Malfoy. Da-da-da-da-da. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, and I really have to be in a mood to play like that. I usually be wanting my extras. I usually be wanting head and everything. So I'm usually not trying to pussy stunt nobody. But sometimes I'm like, but sometimes I'm just trying to, have a, be the bottom girl, be the bottom girl, let you get your rocks off and have fun and not worry about my extras. Honey. Make right, exactly. Make sure you still got it, baby. Make sure you got to practice. Make sure you still can sharpen that tool. Make sure that that tool is still sharp and ready to go when you need it. I don't know what's been going on. I've been getting a lot of young babies legal, but I've been getting to like 24, 26. I've been getting some young cuties DM sliding with me. And it's been quite interesting. Do I want to go to the movies tonight? It is 9:30. When is the last show playing? I think I wanna go see Aretha Respect. Oh, the last one is at 10 o'clock. I'll go tomorrow. Oh no, there's one at 10:30. Where's that at? Oh no, that's too far. First Colony, too far. Willowbrook, too far. Oh, Grand Parkway. Oh no, that's too far. Hell no. Greenway, that's 1020. I might go see Respect. I might go see tomorrow. Yeah, I'll go tomorrow. Mm. Yeah, it is 9:30 here. Yeah, I don't know. The young girls is lucky, honey. The trade seemed different than when I. Okay. They're different in a good way and different in a bad way. Because you know, I, back in the '90s, the trade used to be loved. I don't know. I'm about to go to First Colony. Where you going? First Colony, girl. First Colony is so far. Who are you going with? First Colony, the standard one just started at 9:30, and the kind of up to the special one is at 10:30. Where you go? Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. Houston is so huge. You gotta plan out your trip. Houston is huge. Yeah, there was when I lived on the north side, I never had to come to the south side for nothing. So it's so huge that the escorts when I was escorting earlier in my time living here, like back in '07, '08, '09, you could put your ad up on the north side and have a whole different set of clients, and then go to the south side and have a whole other set of clients. Like just like you would go on a trip to another city, it would be like you're coming to another city in Houston. You could go to another side of town and it's a whole different market of clientele. You just get a hotel on the other side of town. Total different market. It was crazy. Like we would literally come to the Southwest, put an ad up, come to the Southwest and put that you at the Southwest and you in the hotel room and make a whole big slew of money like you're in a new city. It was wild. I need to come work. Houston, I never been. Yeah, I don't know what the coins is doing, but I know when I first came. I don't know what the coins is doing now. Now I've been hearing a lot of complaints about the coins now, but I wish it was like that here in St. Louis. I made money in St. Louis when I was in St. Louis. It was sickening. I had got this sickening ass deal. It was cheap. This hotel was cheap and not raggedy, but cheap and not, you know. I was staying at the extended stay out by the airport. And it used to be when Priceline used to let you bid for hotels. I got that hotel for $14 a day. So I stayed for like 2 weeks. I stayed in St. Louis for like 2 fucking weeks and I made so much fucking money. So much money. Because my cost was so low. Oh, I made so much money. Because I was paying $14 a day for the hotel. It was so cute. I loved St. Louis at that time. Um Every time I tour Houston, I do well. Lots of money in Texas. Yeah, it was always good for me. It slowed down. Like in 2008, it was bad. It slowed down. But then I don't know if it has come back up. I used to live off of Houston 45 and Tidwell. Come on, Acres Home. Yes, 45 and Tidwell. On the north side, I lived on 45 and Rankin. I'm in Greens Road, between Rankin and Greens Road, off of Northborough, the hood, Greens Point, also known as Guns Point, off of Rankin, Northborough, Ella, the hood. But yeah, Tidwell 45. That's like Acres Home. coins be funny everywhere now. Game is not the same. It is not. It is not. The closest city is Richmond, and I don't know how they are. Richmond, Virginia. I heard some cute coins in Richmond. I ain't never been there though, but I used to get when I would come to DC. But my best city was DC. So if I was close to DC, that's where I would be going. Um, it changed here in St. Louis a lot. You gotta do more than ads. You gotta get that OnlyFans, Twitter built up now. Yeah, that's true. Well, the game is totally different. That's the game now. The game is that's the game now. That's a whole different thing. Do you read the sex worker only subreddit? The girls on there say Las Vegas is booming right now. Oh, sickening. No. Well, I don't do the work no more, so I don't really keep up with everything. But yeah, anybody who does follow it if it's good information. Um, Post-op trans women shouldn't have to tell their tea depending on the intentions. Now, if they're trying to get serious, and I feel like you should disclose her tea. Oh, I don't tell any trans woman when it's time to disclose her tea. That's her business. That's her medical history. If she don't want to tell anybody, that's on her. I don't really have rules about when somebody else tells their business. That's their personal medical history. Good luck. We lived on Kirkendall. Yes, come on, Kirkendall. Las Vegas is booming. I have a long distance client in Vegas with a cute coin. I never actually worked in Vegas. I've only been to Vegas twice. Once driving through and once to visit. But I did have a wonderful piece of trade from Vegas. He ended up moving to San Diego. And every time I would come to San Diego to get pumped, I would have him before I get pumped. He was a Q dog. He was bodied. He was everything that I like in a Q dog and in a man. And he did all my extras. Love to get pounded and gobble you up. And then do the same to you. Child, I don't want to go to First Colony, girl. In an hour? What's 10:30? Do I want to get dressed? Okay, come on. Come pick me up. Who are we going with? Mm, I might visit my family in Katy soon. I never go out to Katy. Ugh. That's where Z is from. If we're not smashing, then I'm not. It's not your business what's between my legs. Amen. The thing about Vegas is a lot of girls are freestyling in the casinos. Very risky. Mm. Texas just made prostitution a felony starting September the 1st. Work. Let's go to first. Wait, what, Giselle? You found my ad even though I never went to Vegas. It's a good way to spread your OnlyFans, posting ads in multiple states. Oh, work. So if she's post-op and has a vagina, you don't think that she should disclose anything? I think that a person's sharing their history is up to them. I can't whether she has a vagina or not. I just think it's up to them when they feel safe, whenever they feel they need to disclose. Or if not, don't. Like I don't think other people outside of the situation should be determining when she should say anything. Yeah, I love cute dogs. The sickening boy we had after we had got work done. The sickening boy we had after we got work done. Yes, that was rare. I usually have him before I go get pumped. He was just thirsty, following us home like a poor, sexy young puppy. So we just had to have him. He was sexy. Oh, he was sexy. Oh, that's why, when motherfuckers be acting like they are all that, I'm like, nigga, I done had some dime pieces in my life, baby. You are nothing. I have had so many dime, beautiful body, mug, and sexy men in my life. I can't complain about nothing. I have had wonderful experience, darling. Wonderful experiences. Hmm. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. You have received dividends from your stocks. Let's see what stocks gave me dividends. Mm. Realty Income Corporation. Thank you so much. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I got something to say. I need to learn how to invest. I'm sick of capitalism, though. Um, I invested about $1,500. I literally saved $1,500 just to invest in whatever. Um, $2,500. So I put 1,000 in fundraise, FUNDRISE. I put 1,000 in fundraised. Fundraise is more like a savings account, yo. It's like a long-term savings account, but it's gonna yield more return than it's gonna yield more return than a normal savings account in your bank. And so because at the bank, child, I was with my regular bank savings account, I was getting 2 cent, 3 cent, $1, 92 cents, something stupid. Like nothing that I'm like, what? This is how much I got for this? No. Whereas fundraise is more like a savings account, but they are investing your money into real estate, and you get whatever kind of dividends from that. So it's more money. So let me see if I can show y'all. I got something to say. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Let me see. I forgot my damn password. Yeah, I can't remember my password in that. But let's go to Robinhood. So I put like $1,000 in um fundraise. Let me see if I can see fundraise go on my page. Yes. So yeah, so I started in January with fundraise and with $1,000, and I have made 71 dollars and 14 cents. So with a regular savings account, you never gonna make $71 as a return. Not that it's a lot, but um yeah, it's not giving me it's not giving what it's supposed to give. You get what I'm saying? In the regular accounts. But I like fundraise because it invests in your little gig. MJ definitely has beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. You know what? I'm not gonna play. Um, we go to tomorrow, D. We can make it afternoon of it. Okay, wait. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Yes, I can do that. Have you seen Miss Pat's show? Tammy Roman and T.S. Madison is on there. I saw the advertising for it. I haven't watched it. I think it's Funrise. Yes, that's what it is. Funrise. Um, but yes, it makes it, it's just a better savings account, and you have a limit of when you can take it out. So I chose 3 years. Once you get to 3 years, you can undo it. You can take the money out, and you made however much money. Now Robinhood, I put 1,500 in Robinhood, and right now I'm at 2,100 in 2,126. So that's cute. Like as far as like investment, so that's up like 32%. So yeah, I feel pretty good about it. At one point, I was up fucking 77%, which was back in February. I was like, ooh, love. um, yeah, so I've been testing it out. I have been testing it out this year because I had never really invested because I was kind of nervous. But I think I got like a check for like 10,000 for some kind of gig I did. And I said I'm gonna take 2,500 of that and do some investment, and the rest because I'm trying to get a house, so that's what I'm saving for. And so 2,500 I did 1,000 with fundraise and 1,500 with um Robinhood just to see what it gives. And yeah, so it hasn't made me rich, but it's doing more than just sitting in my account. Hey YB. Yeah. I have Robinhood, but I want to learn a little bit more about investment. Where do you go to invest in one of those investments? I don't know understand the question. Like which ones did I just use? I just said it. Funrise and Robinhood is an app. Fundrise. I love Funrise. I like them. I haven't had any negative experience. I love Robin. I haven't had any negative experience. I'm also fiscally conservative, so I'm not just like how they've been doing this invest in GameStop, invest in AMC, and just random shit. I don't do all that shit. It works out sometimes for some people, but it don't work. Dude, I'll be scared that shit ain't gonna work out for me. So I'm really conservative. Are you traveling abroad this year or next? I want to travel abroad, but I'm waiting till somebody pays me to do it. Like if I'm coming to do an event for somebody, um, yeah, I've been trying to I want to travel, but also they got the passport stuff on lockdown. And so I haven't been able to update my passport because my passport expired in 2017 and I really hadn't had no plans to go nowhere. And so now that I do have plans to go somewhere, COVID has the shit locked down. So I have to wait. I got to go to bed. Bye bye. Have a wonderful sleep. Water. This is water. Mm. What do you mean lockdown that goes on with the passport? Well, yeah, they haven't opened up any of the passports. Like they all are um like all the places to get a passport, like they're not accepting they're not having any appointments. Are they not processing them at all? They're not letting you start the process. They're saying it's appointment only and no appointments are available. It says no appointment, no appointment in every post office in Houston for months on end. so so it's whack. Now, what I do plan on doing is my friend is a flight attendant, so I want her to give me. I think I'm gonna have her give me an itinerary and to somewhere overseas, and then I'm gonna go to the U.S. embassy, not the embassy or the consulate, and get something expedited with that. Do you watch the Teeny Desk or Colors music series on YouTube? I have watched a couple of shows. I love Teeny Desk and I love Colors sometimes, depending on the artist. Just got my passport. I applied for it in May. Yeah. Did you have an itinerary? Because that's what all the rules that they're saying. You have to get it in like 2 days expedited. You got to have an itinerary to go. So I wanted to just get it, but yeah, I didn't have a flight, but now I'm gonna have an itinerary, so I'll be able to get it expedited. So I'm trying to figure it out to get my passport updated. If you're wealthy, you can find a third party to do the passport, or do they have to be at a post office? You can find a third party to do it, but to have already bought your ticket, and your itinerary is in 72 hours. But I hadn't bought a ticket because I didn't know where I was going to go. I hadn't bought any ticket to anywhere, and so I didn't want to buy a ticket and then are you gonna? And also, I have a name change issue. So my name has been changed. And so this update will be my name change update on my passport. So I got my passport years ago when the older one, back in shit. When did we go to Mexico for the first time, Ty? Like '04. And I hadn't had my name change in '04. And so now I have to do the whole process because I'm having a name change process. I have to do the whole process. And so I don't want to buy a ticket and then they reject it or do something weird with it. I was supposed to finish my TSA preset clearance last year, but then the pandemic happened. Yeah, my brother works for TSA and we are and I'll be on his clear or his clear or pre-check, whatever that shit is on his. So yeah, but I'm working on passports. I'm working on traveling abroad because I want to meet the girls overseas to see what the girls are doing in other places. Wouldn't that be cool for me to be interviewing the activists in South Africa, activists in Kenya, activists in the UK and France and the Philippines. I would love to see the transgender girls, see what the girls are doing in the other areas. I would love that. In Brazil. Yeah. That is the goal. That is the goal. All right. I'm gonna be on here 10 more minutes. What else? Well, conversation or questions in 10 minutes. Then I'm out of here. So we don't go over 3 hours. I hate going over two, but yes. Da, 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 da. If you're watching, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's see if we can get to 45. Sing a TV jingles theme song. A TV jingles theme song. Um, what is a TV single jingle song? Keep your head up. Keep your head up. That's right. Whenever this life gets tough, you gotta fight. My homegirl said it to my left and my right. True blue. We're tight like glue. We are living. No. 227. Oh. Times are changing every day. We won't get by with those same old ways. And I know, pull it together. We'll make it right. With help from my friends, I know we'll get by. Cause there's no place like home. With family around you, you're never alone. Well, you know that you love. You don't get too wrong. I don't know what the words is right there. There ain't no place like, better believe it. Ain't no place like, better believe it. Ain't no place like, there's no place like home. Dum, 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 dum. Woo! Yes. I don't know the words. To Family Matters. Days go by. That's the part that I remember. That's it. Mm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I paid $2 for these at the Chinese shop. So cute. And then I got this shirt with this lady with a head wrap on. Different world. Do I know that? Know your parents love you. Oh, I don't know. Every time I try to sing the Different World theme song, the Aretha version, my brain sings um, Pride, a deeper love, pride, a deeper love. I don't know. I just mix those two. So I can't never, I don't know the words to the um, Different World. Know your parents love you. They work hard every day. See, um, get out of bed, put on your clothes, cause I got bills to play. It always switched to a deeper love inside. Call it pride, a deeper love, pride, a deeper love, pride. I never got my brother's dog. He ended up keeping it at my aunt's house because they had a dog, and he was like, "That's it. The dog won't be lonely." Well, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up. I don't know the rest. Beans don't burn in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. Did it right just to get up that hill. We'll be moving on up. I think that's how it goes. I don't know. I never watched The Proud Family. That's a little bit a younger generation than me. One of the best. Um, Thank you, Halo. Uh, I was just at a house music function in my city. Ooh, that sounds fun. Are you in Chicago? That's where house music be popping. Oh, work it. Oh, you work it. Oh. Hmm. I know your parents are still behind me. Come my way. Hmm. I'm in Newark. Interesting. How do you not know the Jefferson theme song? Because I am 40 and wasn't raised when the Jefferson was on. I don't really know the words. And I don't be knowing the words and stuff. I be knowing the melody in my brain. Like um like um like Sesame Street. Sunny day. Do-do-do, LA. How to get to Sesame Street? Like I know that part, but I just know the melody. I know how it goes. I just don't know the words. Um, who else? Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in her book. It's reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know. It's ways to grow. It's reading rainbow. It's reading rainbow. It's reading rainbow. Um, the nanny theme song. I did not watch the nanny. Do reading rainbow. Yeah. Do you remember the electric company? Electric company. No. Uh, oh, do y'all remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What's that? Contact is the reason. It's the knowing that everything happens. Contact. I remember that. Let's make contact. That's old. Oh. When your room looks kind of weird and you wish that you weren't there, just close your eyes and make believe, and you can be anywhere. Um, what other one that I liked? Um, I'm a survivor. Reba, I didn't watch Reba, but I did like her theme song. What else? I can't think of any more theme songs. I was just singing taxi, take me to his home. Do, 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 do. I definitely didn't watch Facts of Life. Definitely didn't watch Facts of Life. The Facts of Life. I know I didn't watch it enough to know the theme song. um, um, oh, I remember. I sing the body electric. I celebrate the me yet to come. I toast to my own reunion when I become one with the sun. And I look out on Venus, I look out on Mars, and I burn with the fire of 10 million stars. And in time, we will all be stars. Y'all remember that from Fame? From Fame. It was from Fame, but it was also back in the day. It used to be the theme music to this workout show where they used to have on workout clothes and doing aerobics. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them where you had the facts alive. The facts alive. I only know the facts alive part. I never watched the facts of life. That was old when I was growing up. To me, when did Facts of Life come out? I remember Charles in charge of our days and our nights. I remember Charles in charge or Small Wonder, the little robot little girl. Yeah, 79 to 86. I wasn't watching that. I wasn't watching Facts of Life. That means I was born in 81. And so the first 5 years, child, I wasn't watching no Facts of Life. I was watching Sesame Street. That's my first 5 years, 81 to 86. That's my baby. I was watching Sesame Street. That show was called Body Electric. Yeah, they had the Body Electric theme song, but that song was from Fame. I loved old Body Electric clips. But yeah, from 5 to 1 to honey birth to 5, I wasn't watching no Facts of Life. But y'all remember Small Wonder? It was a little girl that was a robot. I wonder where she's at. Y'all remember her? Different Strokes. I know Different Strokes, but I didn't watch that shit. When was Different Strokes? Is that what you talk about, Willis? Yeah, I love Thundercats. Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Yes, first episode was See, these ones are too. They're not in my age range. They were when I was little. They were not kiddie enough for me. Like they was from 78 to 1985. So yeah, like Different Strokes. That was out of my age range. When they went off air in 85. So I remember seeing them like but I didn't watch it. I was too little. When did Alf? I remember Alf. Let me see what time Alf started and stopped. Yeah, see, Alf started in 86. So I was watching TV a little bit more. As long as we got each other. So family ties, growing pains. We got the world spinning right in our hands. Either rain or shine. All the time. You got each other, staring at laughter and love. The All in the Family theme song is racist, sexist, homophobic, everything. The All in the Family. I think that's out of my age range too, but But her voice was annoying. Those were the days. Men were men. That I just heard her voice was annoying, so I remember it, but that's out of my age range too. Denver, The Last Dinosaur theme song 2, Charles and Charles. Charles and Charles or Charles in Charge? Is that what it was? It Charles and Charles? Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Yeah, it was Charles in Charge. Yeah, that came out. That came out 87 to the 90s. Yes, I remember Charles in Charge. You watched the sitcom Rock? Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. Archie Bunker was all them things in the show. Oh yeah, I think that was the premise. I think that's what made Archie Bunker I think what made Archie Bunker All in the Family popular is that he was all of those things in order for them to teach the community. Like Carol, what's his name? Like they made him that problematic so that they can bring in storylines to teach him. Even one of his I remember even one of his friends had transitioned or something, but they had done that on the Jeffersons too. Um, but yeah. The choir from Chippendale's theme songs was the Mississippi Mass Choir level. Yes. Who's the boss? I got one. Who's the boss? Was that Tony Danson? I don't remember the theme song in that, but I did watch that sometimes. Let me see. Chippendale Rescue Rangers. When the Jeffersons moved into the neighborhood, he was over it. Scott Baio. Yeah. No, I was more of a I don't know what I liked. I don't know what the boys I liked. Remember the Gummy Bears cartoons? No, I do not. Amen with Sherman Hensley. I remember it, but I never watched it. Yeah, I remember it, but I never watched it. It was never my tea. Amen theme song is legendary. Let's see. Yeah, I remember this theme song. On me. On me. Woo! Shine on me. Sing. She said, hi, 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 hi. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Give it to me. She was going in. I wonder let me add who sings that. Who sings the Amen theme song?
Vanessa Bell Armstrong.
Of course. Of course. Of course it was Vanessa Bell. Sing. You better come on. Vanessa said, I'm going to give y'all a little taste so y'all know this anointing is here. She said, I want y'all to get a little taste of this, just so you know. No, I didn't like Dukes of Hazzard. It was too male centered. Oh. Mm. Well, all right. Kind of glad Vanessa sang it, although Rita would have been really good. Nah, I think Vanessa slayed it out all night. I don't know Patty show in the 90s. I remember that. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it too much, but I remember it in the 90s. I remember Patty show. They wanted Aretha to sing it. They got the right one. Bo Luke was fine. Who was Bo Luke? Bo Luke from Dukes of Hazzard. Oh no, that is not my type of fine. He looked like that dude from Blue Lagoon. No, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. He wasn't. I didn't. Dukes of Hazzard was not my tea. It was too white. It was too male centered. It gave me very Burt Reynolds, Good Old Boy. I didn't like none of that. I didn't all the shit that from that era, like Bonanza. Um, y'all remember Ponderosa? My grandmother and them used to live for that shit. I did not live for it. Ponderosa, Bonanza. I believe. Hey, oh, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, John Wayne and all that shit. Any kind of like good old boy country western or southern little like they sing Sweet Home Alabama when they on the set. Gunsmoke. Ooh, only one that I kind of liked, kinda was Little House on the Prairie, just a little bit, but it had girls involved, and Michael Landon was cute to me. But even that got very little of my attention. And they had more, they had more controversial subjects. Looney Tune was my cartoon. Yeah, any Looney Tunes, Animaniacs. It's time for Animaniacs. We will be paid for contracts on the word. We leaning to the max. I have baloney in our sacks. We're Animani, totally insane. Something uncanny. Animaniacs. That's what it's all about. Hey, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba-ba. Hey-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I love Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. My grandmother liked that. That was for old people. Um, Dr. Quinn, Touched by Angel, old people. I always thought that was my grandma's shit. It felt old. Um, Matlock, Columbo. I love Daria. I love Daria. Della Reese, yes. Touched by Angel. Matlock, Columbo, Angela Lansbury in Murder She Wrote. Oh, In the Heat of the Night, baby. In the Heat of the Night, baby. My grandmother loved In the Heat of the Night, baby. Let me play that because that was a cute theme song too, but I don't know how to sing it. In the Heat of the Night theme song. Heat of the night, we got trouble on the wall, yeah. The heat of the night. Come on. Deep to it all. Whoa, no. Hey, yeah. You be right. Hey, in the heat of the night. Heat of the night. In the heat of the night. I used to wear that out when my granddad would come on and my grandmother would be watching In the Heat of the Night. My grandmother would live. Yes, come on. In the heat of the night, baby. All right, y'all. I've been on here too long. I will see y'all next Friday or whenever. Or I'll probably come on like Monday or something. I think we all remember Imitation of Life movie, the remake one, the black and white one. Yeah, yeah. I am really. That was a little too racial for me. It was a little too. I didn't. For my young little brain, I didn't. Shows like that always made me uncomfortable. I'm like, what or whatever. Moonlighting. I don't know what moonlighting is. What's that? Oh yeah, baby. Young and the Restless. All of the was Young and the Restless a song or just the music? I don't remember the song. The love boat soon will be making another run. Yes, Gilligan's Island. Oh, and like the Hillbillies, I did like that. That stuff was fun. It was white, but it was fun. Oh, and I Dream of Jeannie and Green Acres. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Um, Yeah. So like anything that was woman bewitched, anything that was woman centered, I live for. Like Jaja Gabor being fabulous on this fucking farm was my sickening. I live. Um, yeah. Beverly Hillbillies was funny. And it had a woman. It had the grandma being cunty, and then it had sickening as the granddaughter, Ellie Mae, that I live for. Um, yes, and then Samantha. I like Samantha. I didn't get into Give Me a Break. I think that was out of my age range. I did like Neil Carter. Um, but I think that was out of my age range for me to get into it. Um, Be with Samantha, her mother reading Samantha's husband all the time was my sickening. I loved it. I also like Samantha's auntie. Didn't she have like a weird eccentric auntie? Her mother was bougie, but she had a didn't Samantha have an auntie that was kind of like a witch too, but like weird. She was like a little off. I liked her too. I'm always attracted to like the off characters, even like Sabrina the witch, Sabrina the teenage witch um on Netflix. I like Aunt Helga. I like Aunt Zelda too, but she's too bougie. I like Aunt Helga. Helga is that's my type. I like the off auntie kind of character, the off the beaten path auntie characters. I like them. So Bewitch was fun for me. I Love Lucy is classic. Yeah, I liked Lucy, but I didn't really watch it. I knew it was supposed to be funny, but I didn't really. She was just silly, like her silly faces and all of that. Um, I think I used when I was little. It was kind of weird. I just like to hear him say it. Um, what's the dude who said "To the moon, Alice"? The Honeymooners. I didn't like watch it, but I love to hear him say "To the moon, Alice" when he would like not hit her, but threaten to hit her. To the moon, Alice. I like Family Ties. Yeah, I can't remember it though. That was it. Couldn't get into the show, but yeah, I was some shows I would just listen to the um theme song and then cut it off. And it's funny if you do there's a documentary called 20 Foot from Stardom or 6 Feet from Stardom or something, a documentary about background singers. What I learned in there, a lot of the theme songs were written by these group of siblings, which was kind of cool. A dude, some girls and dudes that were singing together and was singing and writing those theme songs. Do you remember The Craft? Are we talking about like the witches? Of course. That was when I was a teenager. Like Family Ties. We're talking about further back. But yes, all right, y'all. I'm out of here. It is 3:22. As far not 3 in the morning, but we've been on here for 3 hours and 23 minutes. So yes. Plus I'm starving. So I will talk to y'all next week or whenever I just hop on. Bye bye. You too.